That top story, a member of the film crew that was robbed in Krugersdorp in July has been charged with theft and defeating the ends of justice. Dolphina Truter, a former SAPS official, is the latest to be arrested. She's appeared at the Krugersdorp Magistrates Court. Now, the case against her has been postponed until the 28th of October. At the time of the robbery, 8 women were gang raped at gunpoint at that disused mine. They were shooting a music video at that mine dump in West Village that evening. Investigative programmer here on ENCA Checkpoint confronted Truter with questions shortly after the rapes occurred. This was her response.
Ma'am, we're giving you a chance to answer for yourself, to tell your side of the story.
But I've asked you not to come to my house. I've asked you not to.
But there are these allegations that are labeled against you. We're giving you a chance to say your side. Because these girls need answers, ma'am.
I know.
So why were they taken there, knowing that it's a zama hotspot?
I was not the person who organized this.
But why don't you stop it? Because you live here, you know that place is dangerous. Why don't you stop them? Because they believe you're the one that sent them there. We're giving you a chance to answer. You took these kids to the lion's den and you were not bitten. Your kids were not harmed. But they were repeatedly raped. You should have known better. You're an ex-cop. You should have known better. I'm giving you a chance to answer. Answer the questions. Then answer. I'm here to give you a chance to talk.
All right, so our reporter, Pulele Tweety-Jones, has been following this latest development around the Krugersdorp rapes, and he joins me now. So, Pule, interesting, that clip from Checkpoint, obviously filmed quite a while ago, but the question was, you were there on that night. Nothing happened to you or your daughters. You're an ex-cop. You should have known that was a dangerous area. Talk to me about what Dolphina Truter is accused of having done, how she linked in to what happened that evening.
Well, it's a shocking development that came from the Operation Ukamalawa earlier on today when we were with the Provincial Police Commissioner, Elias Mawela, telling us live on air that they had made this arrest and that Dolphina Truter had appeared before the Krugersdorp Magistrate Court yesterday. But going into those fine details, we understand that she's one of the members who organized the venue and led these alleged young women who were raped to this venue where they were going to shoot this music video. But where the arrest comes in now is when she was found in possession of some of the equipment that was used on the day to film that music video. And therefore, this is what the police officials have found very concerning and alarming. And that's why they pounded on her, ensuring that she does go and attend before the magistrate court. We understand she's facing charges of defeating the ends of justice and theft. However, the police commissioner does say that they're not ruling out any possibilities of more arrests. They still want to find the motive behind why that venue was chosen, specifically that venue for that music video, and what else is missing from some of the equipment that was used. Perhaps we can listen to what Mawela had to say.
Yeah, definitely, if we leave no stone unturned and nobody's above the law, irrespective of the status you hold in the community, should you cross the line, the laws of this country will be applied and you will be dealt with.
So you can't confirm it's a former SAPS official?
No, he is. She is the former. Yeah, she has been with us for some time and then she resigned, yes.
How long?
I think, if I'm not sure, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the worrying thing, is that she was a member of the police force, left a couple of years ago, now being implicated in this horrific crime in Krugersdorp, which shocked the nation. You've also spoken to the NPA. What have they told you?
Yeah, definitely. They're saying that the matter is still under investigation. It's coming back in court in November. They've confirmed that it is the former ex-cop. Like Mawela was saying, she was a warrant officer who resigned just about 2 to 3 years ago. And they're saying it's quite concerning for the police force as well, that one of the former police officials would, be caught in possession of such stolen equipment. However, the MPA believes that they got a very tight case against her, and that as the matter proceeds, they want to ensure that whatever evidence that has been gathered by the police can be presented in court and can be tied to her when this matter returns again in November. Maybe let's just take a listen to what they had to say.
A 49-year-old woman, Dolphina Louise Truter, appeared at the Krugersdorp Magistrates Court on 12 October 2022, facing a charge of theft and another of defeating the ends of justice. And as the NPA, we can confirm that she was part of the crew that was filming a music video in the area of Krugersdorp in July 2022, when some of the women were allegedly raped. The case was postponed to the 28th of November 2022, and Ms. Truter is currently out on warning.
Talk to me about where we are generally with this case. We've seen, and as we could see with Elias Mawela, he was out part of the roundup of these suspected illegal miners. That is an ongoing process now. We've seen so many people in court, but specifically to do with the Krugersdorp rape incident, how many people have we seen arrested? Where are we in that process?
So we have seen a group of alleged illegal miners who were arrested linked to this case previously. What we understand right now is that investigations are still going. There's still that issue of having to mount and gather up some of the DNA results as well, trying to link these men to what the tragic incident that had happened in July. But we've also seen now some of the kingpins being arrested, and police are trying to see if they can actually link them to the operations of these zamas who are found in Krugersdorp as well. Sally, this is something which has become of great concern. Police officials believe that they really need to respond quicker to some of the information and intelligence they're receiving on the ground regarding some of these zamas. It was an incident that shocked the nation, but most importantly, they believe that they are gathering, that required information and evidence to ensure that when this matter comes to court again, they can eventually go to trial and ensure that there is successful prosecution.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that update and that interesting development. Dolphina Truter, former police officer, has been arrested, and we'll see where that takes this case. Thank you so much for that update.